Hey, what's up, everyone? I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things that I wish. So let's get straight into this topic here. Laker fans, Laker Nation. For those of y'all who have been following this channel or are aware of DREAMERSPRO, y'all know that I have been saying for the longest time that I've been supporting the Lakers since the early 2000s. Kobe Bryant is my favorite player of all time, and I've been supporting this team through and through. But I withdrew my support once LeBron James joined the Lakers because the fan base got contaminated. And I was hearing some Laker fans talk about, because it was like all of a sudden LeBron, I'm like, y'all forgetting about Kobe? And they were like, some of them were like, what have you done for me lately? This kind of thing. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. I refuse to support the team. I'm not doing it. And I made my feelings, like people think, oh, no. I'm for real. I'm for real. I'm not like Shannon Sharp and these guys. You pull up videos, they have different favorite players. This guy's a GOAT in 2011. Like I'm not one of these guys. Like I'm honest about. I mean sincerely what I'm saying. But now that some Laker fans that were potentially open to the idea of having LeBron James on their on the team, now that they've realized that this guy was a cancer to this franchise, and that they finally let him go, the franchise said, hey, we're moving on. You're now seeing an all-out war. And the same people that were praising LeBron every single year, oh, the Lakers could win this year, the Lakers could win next year, those same people are the people now that have been trashing the Lakers franchise, saying that, oh, I don't like any of the moves that they did this offseason. They have an incompetent GM and Rob Pelinka. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They're a rudderless organization. They're doing this now because they know that their favorite player was jettisoned. The Lakers essentially told them goodbye. So now it's an all-out war. But what I am noticing, however, is that the Laker media is beginning to fight back. The fan base itself is beginning to push back on a lot of these things that Clutch Sports and all of the affiliates and all the people that support them like to propagate. They're pushing back. And I absolutely love that, because there was a video that I saw today from, what's the channel here? AM 570 LA Sports. AM 570 LA Sports. And there's a video that I stumbled upon where this gentleman, and his name is not listed here, unfortunately, so I can't shout him out. Wait a minute. Maybe I can. It's either Matt Smith or Petros and Money. One of these two. I think is Matt Smith. I could be wrong. But they're essentially pushing back on the narrative that LeBron left the Lakers, when in reality, 1 year ago, the Lakers made it crystal clear, hey, look, we're done with this experiment. We're not going to extend you. And Rob Pelinka spoke about this last year, and I like the fact that they're fighting back against the narrative. Because if you leave it to these guys, they're going to try to trash that franchise, because that's the pattern. Wherever LeBron goes and he leaves, there is like there's just chaos and destruction in the aftermath. And that's what they're trying to do now, but it's not going to work. But before I even get into what this gentleman had to say here, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks. It's a scorching sports summer, and you can make all your picks on Prize Picks. Women's basketball and baseball are heating up, and with big tennis slams and major golf tournaments on the horizon, you can make your picks for all these events and more all summer long on Prize Picks, America's #1 sports pick app. I think I'm going to get into soccer this summer with Prize Picks. They're offering everything from group stage winners to goals scored, and I'm excited to watch the big stars from countries like Argentina, Brazil, France, and the US and win money while doing it. What's cool is that I can stack game winners from soccer, NBA, women's basketball, and baseball on top of my player picks for even bigger payouts. And Prize Picks is available in all 50 states, including California, Texas, Georgia, and Florida. The entire summer of soccer is on Prize Picks, all 48 countries and every matchup. And if you rep your side during the tournament on Prize Picks, you could win a trip to the final in New York. It's the biggest tournament ever, which means there's even more opportunities to cash in while you root for your favorite national sides and global soccer stars. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA. Okay, fantastic. So we want to play the video footage of him. I want you guys to listen to what he had to say here, and I'm going to come back and continue on the show.
The old "you can't tell me to leave if I'm already going" routine, deftly deployed by Rich Paul, leaked to his mouthpiece earlier today. We are not meeting with the Lakers because we've decided we're playing elsewhere. And here is his run with the Lakers. This is what the final tally reads. In the regular season, his teams were 392 and 278. Playoff record with LeBron, missed him twice. But in the 6 seasons they made it, 32 and 31 in Los Angeles. So to all the LeBron James apologists, I guess deploy the regular LA motto when it comes to our professional sports teams. We only hang banners. Don't care about anything else. Kobe was here for 20 years. In those 20 years, he went to the NBA Finals 7 times and won 5 titles. He was in the finals 40% of his seasons, or just under 40% of his seasons. He won a title in 25% of his seasons. With Kobe, on average, you would not go more than 4 years without an NBA championship. LeBron went to 1 final and won 1 title in 8 years. That is a 12.5% clip. What was the LeBron James era? It was a draw. That's what he was. He was one of the most famous entertainers that happened to be an athlete in the world. And you sold tickets to come see him perform, and you charged premiums for those tickets because he was the headliner. You are never going to think of LeBron James as a Laker ahead of LeBron James the Cav, ahead of LeBron James the Heat. He was only in Miami for 4 years. You know, you ask people, what do you remember about LeBron James? They're not going to say the Lakers. It's just it was not the period of time that was the most, because there was so much disappointment, because there was so much just tumult around his time here. So much to be managed off the court, so much displeasure that was levied through the media.
Excellent. So you heard what he had to say. He's 100% correct. Look, the fan base didn't want this guy. I don't know how many ways I have to say it. And what's happening is there's a clash is taking place because the media is, promoted LeBron and he's great and he goes to your team and he makes you better and all of that. But this is the first time in his career where he went to a place and they're like, yeah, thank you, but goodbye. And what's happening is flying in the face of everything that they said. How he does this for your franchise. He uplifts. Laker fans are like, please, can you leave? Can you leave? It's been a disaster since you got here. Did you hear his playoff record in his tenure with the Lakers? They're not even going to talk about this. You have people like Stephen A. talking, oh man, the Lakers ain't gonna go nowhere where they don't get LeBron James. They don't like as if you omit last year's playoff record, LeBron had a 2-12 playoff record with the Lakers. 2-12. But they're making it seem like if you lose this guy, they're going to be lost in the wilderness. They're not going to be able to find their way back to relevancy and learn how to win and play with the new ownership group. They know what the hell they're doing. Because I think it's Mark Walters. He's the same one that owns the LA Dodgers. You saw when Magic Johnson came in and was like, the Lakers are in great hands. You're seeing it now. For the past few years, they have had a circus for in terms of their top level their front office management. It's been a circus. Them drafting Bronny and bringing him to the team, it was a clown show. And we all know it because it was just to sell jerseys and for hype. And this guy's like, you know what? Let's get back to being a serious franchise that is about winning. So it's going to be a war. And the lines are going to be drawn very, very soon. The Lakers is going to be public enemy number one for these guys. And they control the media. So whenever they lose or if they have a losing record, oh, you see, if they kept LeBron, you see, Rob Pelinka, that's what's going to happen. And I like the fact that they're pushing back.